Hi, welcome to The Buzz, Indiana's underground business voice. My name is Tony Celzo, and I have Kimberly Howell in the studio here at Bar Louie's with Decor You. And I think I know what Decor You does, but why don't you tell us so I don't screw it up?
Okay, well, what Decor You does is we're a full-service interior decorating company. And there's some unique differences about Decor You as compared to other decorating companies. And what that is that Decor You is a national franchise.
Okay.
We have over 300 vendors, manufacturers that we purchase products from. And so we have the buying power of a large organization. So what that does for our clients and the benefit that is to our clients is that they're not going to pay any more for our services than they would by doing it on their own.
Wow. Okay, so I think I got my head around your model. You basically represent all the stuff that people could use to decorate.
That's correct.
And then you help make sure we don't screw it up when we put it in our house.
That's a good way to put it.
Is that because I'm getting really excited here. So because I'm one of those people that think that they can, that they think they know what they're doing, and then they get it all put together, and it's just not quite right. And you could make sure it is quite right. Is that fair?
That's very fair.
And then it doesn't. Then I don't have to pay the $150 an hour that you would usually have to pay interior decorating.
Exactly.
That's your business?
That's our business.
You must be really excited.
I'm very excited.
Now did you say you're the franchise?
My husband and I own the franchise here in Indianapolis.
Okay. And how did you find out about us?
Rainmakers is just one of the top networking groups in the area, and so of course it was a natural being in business for myself to join Rainmakers.
Thank you so much for the plug. I really appreciate it. So okay, walk me through this because I'm really fascinated. If I raise my hand and say, Kimberly, I'm a little bit interested, but I want to, you know how people are, right? They get oh my God, she's going to have me spending money. How does it work?
Well, if you come to me, you're looking to spend money already anyway.
Okay.
So
you've admitted that already.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is make sure that you spend your money in the wisest way possible and that you're not going to make expensive mistakes.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure that all of your purchases make sense.
Okay.
I'm going to come into your home, make sure that they fit your home, make sure they fit and go along with whatever you have already existing in your home.
Okay. We're
going to talk about a budget, so I'm going to be very mindful about exactly what you want to spend and make sure that your project comes in within that budget.
Okay, so what are the other types of businesses that you think you should network with? I mean, have you started down this road? I mean, what is good for your network? What if we could help put people in that are selling to the same types of clients you are? Who would they be?
Natural connections for us are anybody working with new homeowners, whether it's a brand new home or a pre-owned home.
Okay.
Typically, homeowners that are buying a new house have things that they want to do to that home.
Okay.
They want to make changes. They need to purchase new furniture. Maybe their old home, the furnishings aren't going to necessarily fit as well in their new home.
Okay.
So those types of clients are perfect for us. So realtors, builders, contractors, home improvement
we should
companies.
introduce you like Chris Reed and their the Creed Home Improvements and some of the guys that are doing, that I think it would be a more sophisticated home improvement guy though. It would be somebody that understands that how powerful they are or influential they are in the process of that buying process. Is that fair?
It's very fair.
So because someone could do an addition and bring you in and then just furnish that addition right from the gate, and it'd be like transformational, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely would.
Now, is there a certain target size price home that you want to work with and above? Does that determine some of?
I'm glad that you asked that because that's also another thing that's very specific to Decor You, and that is that we can work with any client. We can work with somebody that has just a few things they need. Maybe their space is put together for the most part, but they're having a hard time just completely finishing it off.
Okay.
Or we can work with the client that needs to redo their entire home.
Okay.
Because we have over 300 vendors that we buy from, we have every range of price points. So that's why it's important for us to establish a budget for you up front so that we understand who are we shopping with.
Now, Kimberly, who would you say is your perfect client, though? If I had to pin you down for a second, I said, I really like working with blah. Who would that be?
My perfect client is somebody that thinks they could do it on their own, but maybe is a little bit apprehensive about taking that leap themselves. And so what I like to do is I like to come in, work with them. They have a great idea of what they're already looking for and what they like, and they're able to express that to me. And then I'm able to help them, give them the confidence to be able to put it all together, in just the right way. We're all certified and trained interior decorators that work within Decor You.
Okay.
And
What? Maybe I wanted to interrupt you anyway, so I'm glad that you lost your thought. What about commercial painters? Some of the ones that really understand, I'm working with Andy, and I know I'm going to forget his company. I'll get back to you, Andy. I owe you a plug. He's coming over to the house on Friday, and he's bringing in an interior designer to advise me on colors, right? And so I was like, to me, God, that's just a nice natural bridge to do. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I am a certified color consultant.
Okay.
So definitely painters. A lot of times painters, they know great ins and outs about exactly how to get the space painted, but aren't maybe necessarily experts in what colors to choose and making sure that the color is just right for the space.
So you've got a couple channels there. You've got painters, you've got realtors, you've got home improvement. That's if you just really screened the 1,500 members of the 2,500 people a month attending Rainmakers, that would be a good networking. That would be a good way for you to spend your time. And I would imagine you could kind of pick and choose your clients, because I think you got an awesome value proposition. It's very, very innovative, and I'm glad you're a member, because the one thing I like to do is, if we've got members that have very unique value propositions, if they just plug in and get the word out, the word of mouth is usually pretty powerful for them. So anybody, if you're summing up your value proposition again, you allow people to have the power of an interior decorator without the expense.
That's true.
Is that a fair way to say it?
Very fair.
Now, one thing, you're looking for one relationship. What would be the one relationship you'd like to get from the Buzz or Rainmakers this month?
A realtor, somebody that consistently every month is having new homeowners and closings that they would like to have a decorator sent into to help them put their space together, whether it's color consulting, whether it's space planning, or whether it's any needs that the homeowner might have.
Do you know Nathan Failer?
I don't.
That'd be a great introduction for you. He's a great guy, good realtor. He specializes in historic homes, which would be and he had a background in doing remodels and sinks and making those kind of choices. He sold hardware for the remodels, so he'd be a great kind of yin and yang for you.
Sure.
Awesome. So you've been on the Buzz, Kimberly.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Decor You. How do they get a hold of you?
663-4777, or you can go to our website at www.decorandyou.com/K Howell.
All right. Awesome. You've been Buzz.